Welcome to Kung Fu Havoc number 2. I wanted to do a video in the rain. However, the rain has stopped. Alright, so we're going to do a slight video in the rain. I'm going to use this pole right here to demonstrate the pole technique. Oh, that would have been interesting. Maybe I should have did that instead. 1 second. Okay. Oh, yes. Come on. Please fit without doing any damage to my shit. Perfect! Alright. It's also starting to drizzle. So, we're going to do this now. It's also starting to drizzle. So, let's start again. Welcome to Kung Fu Havoc number 2. I'm your host, Echo Fang Grey Wolf. My alarm's probably going to go off before I get started. So I'm going to walk behind you and fix that issue before it becomes an issue. Then, I'm going to teach you the pole technique with my gigantic ass simulated monkey stick. What a day. Okay, come on, cell phone. It's not cooperating. Of course it ain't. Checking connection. Come on, damn it. Okay. I have no idea if my Instagram is going to kick in. Looks like it says it's still checking connection. Yeah. Yep. Alright, get that off of there. Come on, get off. Alright. Let's see if that works now. Checking connection still. Ah! We're live! Here we go! For those who are just tuning in on Instagram, and okay, there we go. Welcome. It's just raining out here, and I'm going to give you a small demonstration of the pole technique. So for those who don't understand what the pole technique or the tree technique is, no, I'm not going to take this out until the demonstration is done. The simple way to fix this problem is let me first move this so that Instagram gets a fair visual. Alright, so your object of this is to make sure that your opponent stays on this side of the pole. Alright, so if he steps to your right, you deliver a kick. If he steps to your left, you deliver a kick. Keeping the pole or the tree between you and your opponent is what's going to decide if you are going to survive or not. He throws a punch, you can pin him or you can block. You can pin him or you can block. And the reason why we say this is because if I throw a punch and you pin me against this pole, which I have some foreign substance on my arm, do not know what the fuck just happened here, but we're going to take care of that later. Apparently it must have happened when I wrote that damn thing out. Anyway. Happy Halloween, motherfuckers. So, let's go. I hope that thread doesn't get rid of my pocket. You know, when things go wrong, they really go wrong when I do lives. They don't go wrong any other time unless I do a live. Alright, back to action. So, if I throw a punch and you're here, you have options. You can step over here and pin me, or you can step over here and block it. But you can also grab it and pin me. So if you're pinning me and my face is right here and you're over here holding, boom, 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 you can do some serious damage to me while you're holding me against this. Which if my guard isn't blocking, I'm in trouble. But I could also pull you back and slam you into the pole. It works both ways, you know. But the main thing is that I keep you on the opposite side of this pole. I can use the pole for defense. You're coming, I'm over here, boom. So it holds my balance. Boom. You know. Now, not this because it's not strong enough or thick enough to hold anybody's weight, because it's actually a weapon versus an actual pole or a tree technique. Now, the thing is, you have to understand how this works. My ability to keep you on this side is what's going to save me. So I don't want to accidentally step around where you can get me. I want to keep this between you and I. Alright? So if you come over here, boom, boom, I can deliver. Boom, boom, I can deliver. Now, there are some downsides to this. So I haven't talked about the downsides to this, so I might as well do it now in the ring. Downside number one. It is rarely effective against two people. Alright? Because one of them is going to get past you. Alright? And the one that gets past you is the one that's most dangerous. So you kind of want to eliminate him. In the event that there's a guy here and a guy here, if I step here to avoid this guy, I open my door up for this guy. If I step over here to avoid this guy, I open my door up to this guy. And so I unfortunately didn't tell y'all all that because I figured that nobody's going to be fighting two people at the same time. I could be wrong, being that I have been the victim of being jumped before. But there was no pole, there was only a trash can, and it wasn't anywhere that I could use it as a weapon, Jackie Chan style. Alright? That was back when I was 16, so that was many, many years ago. I might have been 17. It doesn't matter. I was working at Kegler's at the time, and two white cats jumped me. It's my own damn fault for lowering my guard and not watching the guy go around instead of keeping my eye on the guy that was talking all the shit. Alright, so anyway, moving on. If you have to deal with two people, you want to deal with the most dangerous threat, which I just stepped into when I stepped this way. Now, I can still use this pole to keep this guy at bay, but I have this guy, so I want to try to use both of them against each other. Instagram, you just glitched out, so you'll have to check whatever you missed on Kung-Fu Havoc number 2. Alright? Not going to be out here much longer. So, if I step to this guy, I got to avoid this guy. So, let's say this guy was coming first, I stepped here, but this guy's here. Strike, bam! I slam him into the pole. I do not want to let him go. Alright? That's going to be very important as this goes on. Why am I still holding my enemy against the pole? Because he still has his friend who's free on this side of the pole. So if I pin him here, snap his arm, then I can let him go. But if I don't get the chance to snap his arm, I just want to keep him pinned so I can defend against the other guy. Alright? And the reason why I say that is because it's going to be right damn difficult for you to fight one guy while the other guy is free. So if he throws a punch after I avoid this guy and I grab him and I slam him into the pole and I break his arm, I'm holding him here. Break his leg, battle against the other guy. Because this guy's done now. I broke his arm and I broke his leg. I'm breaking his leg at the knee. I'm breaking his arm at the elbow. Alright? So I just broke his right arm and his right leg. Now he's down for the count. So if I want to be nasty while I'm still holding him, I can pull him out a little bit and bring a knee to his face. Alright? He should be done with the broken arms, but extra measures sometimes is necessary. I know a lot of people don't want to preach the dark side of a fight, but sometimes you have to do a little extra just to make sure that your enemy is eliminated. I don't want to kill the motherfucker, but I'm not trying to get killed. There's two of them, is one of me. So this guy that I got first, I will give him just enough mercy so that he can make it to the hospital. That's it. Like I tell people, I send warnings, not invitations. Now, after his arm and his leg is broken, he can still do damage if I'm not careful, i.e., pull him back, knee to the face. Alright? I gotta do something to make him down. And I gotta remember, this guy's still free. So I still gotta keep this pole between him and I, but I also have his friend. His friend has just become a piece of my weapon if I choose to just break the arm and then sling him toward his friend, keeping this pole between me. The guy with the broken arm might not be thinking too much about another round. Then again, he might be insane. So if he's insane, then you got a problem. But if he's not insane and he's normal and you just broke his arm at the elbow because you pinned him like this and you pull that back and push that elbow and it pushes through the pole, it's more than likely going to break the fucking elbow. Once you break the elbow, he's like this, you can sling his ass into his opponent. Your opponent, which is his partner. So that will stop him cold because he might not want to hurt his partner, so he might push him out the way. He pushes him out the way, boom! Now it's back to one-on-one. Now if it's one-on-one versus one-on-two, the pole technique is going to work a lot better for you. If it's one-on-two, the pole technique can still be used. It won't be as effective because you're going to have to time your moves. You're going to have to see which one of these guys you can get to fuck up first. So you can keep them there and you can block all day as long as they're right there and the pole is on your center line. If the pole is protecting your center line, your best shot is just to block everything. Alright? And the reason why I say that, most people aren't going to simultaneously throw 2 punches at the same time. Unless they've been very well organized and very well trained. Which more likely, there's some movie coordination going on there. Because I don't know too many people who get together and work out fight moves all day unless they're on a stunt team and they're gonna fucking make it into a movie. Okay? But in real life, shit don't work like that. And in real life, somebody's gonna fuck up if they're jumping you. Alright? Somebody's gonna fuck up. You just gotta be able to hold on. You know? And I tell people this all the time. You have to be able to hold on. And this is where the argument comes in. Is it better to be stronger or is it better to be tougher? Alright? I can't do a poll. But you guys can put in the comments if you like stronger or tougher. I'm going with tougher because I'm tiny. And if you're tiny enough that you can take a beating as good as you can give one, then you're halfway home. If you're strong but you can't take a beating, it won't take much for somebody to wipe your ass out. Understand that concept. So in other words, I'm fighting 2 guys. This guy has a glass jaw. This guy's tough as nails. I would like to take the tough as nails guys out first, but that might not be an option. So I'll take the stronger guy out. He swings, I block, I break, I move him over here, and I push him towards his fucking partner here. While his partner's charging, I pushed him into his partner. So now I can get back between the partner and me. His arm's broken, so he's like this. His partner more than likely pushed him out the way, and he kept coming. Boom! I throw a kick. Now, unless he blocks the kick, or he catches the kick and slams my leg into the pole, then I'm still in control. But I understand the pole technique also can work against you as well as it can work for you. As everything, there's a yin and yang to everything. You know, there's a good and a bad, and then there's that thing in the middle. So there's always a way around some shit. I understand that the pole technique is not perfect, but it helps you if you are not a strong fighter. I hope I showed you guys something. It would have been a lot cooler if the rain actually would have started coming. But I'm pretty sure my neighbors don't want to be filmed. So I'm going to end the live, and I'm going to end the YouTube channel because I have videos that I need to make for my YouTube channel. That being said, I'm Echo Fan Grey Whip. This is Counselor Havoc number 2, and Instagram, be seeing you. Okay, if I can find the cursor. If you're from IG and you found me, thanks for coming.